is crazy.
The reason they called him the crazy raccoon because he said he could fly. Have you ever seen a raccoon fly?
No.
Never. And when he said, "My name is Ricky Raccoon, and I'm going to fly to the
I'm gonna put this
moon,"
on you.
everybody said, "Oh, you're a loon." When you say someone's a loon, it means they're crazy. So Ricky, the raccoon who wanted to fly to the moon, was considered a crazy loon. Everybody called him crazy because nobody had ever seen a raccoon fly from here over to there, let alone from here all the way up to the moon. Because you know where the moon lives? Way up in the night sky. So it would be impossible for a raccoon to fly to the moon. Because a raccoon
What's their magic?
would have to have a
What's their
rocket.
magic?
Well, that's another story if there was magic involved. But in this case, this raccoon...
No, this raccoon. How about the magic crazy raccoon?
Okay, but before we get to the magic crazy raccoon, we got to tell you how Ricky Raccoon got to the moon. Do you know how he did it?
How?
Because he was struck by a lightning. His mother was struck by lightning when he was younger, and it did something that zapped his brain. So he became brilliant. He became an astrophysicist. Impossible, everybody said, but he was. And he learned how to make, what do you think he learned how to make? How would you get from here to the moon? You have to take a what? A rocket ship. You're right. He was going to invent a rocket ship that could take him to the moon. And again, everybody said, "You're crazy, loony loon raccoon, trying to go to the moon." But Ricky Raccoon knew he had a better tune, and so he didn't listen to the goons. Who said, "Oh, a goon is someone that's like silly." Goons are silly people. So Ricky Raccoon, who was not a goon, who wanted to go to the moon, and he was not a loon. He was an astrophysicist. And so he began to make a rocket. And Mr. Turtle came by and said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm making a rocket to go to the moon, and I'm going to be going very soon." And guess what happened?
What?
Turtle went, "Oh, crazy raccoon," and walked off.
Okay.
And then little lizard Larry came by. And Lizzie Larry said, "What are you doing, Raccoon?" And Ricky Raccoon said, "I'm going to the moon soon." And Larry Lizard said, "You're alone." And he walked off and said, "Crazy Raccoon." So Ricky Raccoon kept building his rocket. And everybody one day heard a giant baboon and came by. And what the baboon was Ricky Rocket was testing. Ricky Raccoon was testing his rocket. And the baboon went off and everybody came and Ricky said, "Ladies and gentlemen, beggars and tramps, cockeyed mosquitoes and bow-legged ants, take a seat and sit on the floor because I've got a story to tell, but I'll say no more. One bright day in the middle of the night, two dead boys got up to fight. One was deaf, the other couldn't see. They used a dummy for a referee. And back to back they faced each other, drew their swords and fought each other. And a deaf policeman heard the noise, came over and shot the two dead boys. Now if you don't believe this lie is true, go ask the blind man, because he saw it too." Did you get that story? No?
Yeah. That's not even a good story.
It's not a good story?
Yeah, but
It's a classic.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Ricky Raccoon called everybody around and said, "Goodbye, everybody. I'm going to the moon." And like a firecracker, he lit the fuse to his rocket. And the rocket burned, and the fuse burned down and down and got closer and closer. And somebody jumped back, and everybody jumped back, and they thought it was going to be a big explosion, and nothing happened. And everybody laughed. We told you, Ricky Raccoon's crazy as a loon. He's not going to the moon. And Ricky Raccoon looked so sad when all of a sudden, boom! The rocket took off, and Ricky Raccoon went higher and higher, and he went like this. He saluted to the people down below, and everybody looked and watched, and Ricky Raccoon's rocket shot up further and further, and it went all the way up to the moon.
But where's the magic raccoon, crazy raccoon?
Well, here's the magic part of it.
Magic
He
crazy
went to the
raccoon.
moon without a spaceship, without a space suit. And guess what?
What?
He came back 2 days later totally alive. And I'll tell you one thing, that's a piece of magic to be able to do that. He was incredible. And suddenly, he was no longer Ricky Raccoon. He was the genius Raccoon. And everybody applauded him. Yay. Amen.
That is not a good story. That is not a good story.
No, what is it? We're over. Yep.
Let's say a prayer.
That's
tonight.
not a good story.
All right.
That was a bad story. That's not a bad story.
Now I lay me down to
Sleep.
I pray that
Lord,
my soul to,
keep.
if I should,
Die.
before I
Wait.
pray that
Lord,
my soul to,
keep.
Amen.
Good night, Percy. We love you.
All right.
Night,
Good
Sophia. We love you. We'll see you on
If I should die.
Okay.
Lie down.
Oh, he's a nose kisser. Oh, my nose is gone. He ate my nose. He ate my nose. Oh, be careful. Oh, be careful.
Hey, why can't I kiss your nose?
Oh, look at my nose.
Hey, why can't I
He's
kiss
kissing
your
my
nose?
Oh, he's kissing my nose.
Why you
He's
don't
kissing
want him
my
to kiss your nose?
Why? You don't want to. Oh, don't kick him. Don't kick him. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him. Okay.
Like, why can't we kiss your nose?
Because my nose is my nose.
Like your hair.
Where's my hair? She always says, "Where's my hair?" Guess who took my